session. Welcome back. Welcome back for the day two session of computing, networking, and communication. In today's class, we will be moving on with our section under network encoding. Okay, hopefully, the second day of the communication chapter. We also completed on day one. Day one, okay, we did on the section under signal types, digital and analog. So today's classroom, you will be going through on the section called as the encoding section. Hopefully we will be also getting into a different type of cabling types, which is going to be under the characteristics of cables. Hopefully I'll be able to complete up to this section in today's classroom. And physical class, okay, we can continue further by, okay, an online class, okay, so that, okay, we'll be able to complete the lesson, okay, a bit faster. So let's get started under the concept of encoding. Now, what does this encoding refers to as? We know that, okay, we convert from analog to digital signals. Analog is a continuous waveform, okay, and when you convert it using an ADC, which is going to be a type of a modulation के लिए क्या ने alteration to the signal properties. What modulation does this analog to digital signal conversion? Pulse code modulation. Okay, the device is ADC, analog to digital converter. Once you convert it, it goes through three-step process. Number one, sampling. Okay, sampling. It goes through three-step process. Number one, sampling. Number two, quantizing. And number three, encoding. Right? And then you have the digital signal. Sampling is getting into the intervals. For an example, when you have a signal spectrum like this, we get into the signal spectrum, okay, we get into the sample intervals. We call it as sampling. Intervals break. Once you break it, you get into discrete signals. We call it as quantizing. And then we encode it. So this is digital signals and this is digital bits. These are the concept we have studied, and then we have the digital signals, analog to digital. So this complete part. So encoding is trying to protect the data. Encoding is a process of converting your digital signals to digital bits or digital bits to digital signal. The process of converting your digital signals to bits is encoding. The opposite is known as decoding. To encode and decode, we have a special device known as a modulator. Good. In communication, computers are used for senders and receivers. A computer works with digital signal. A communication channels usually works with analog signals. So it uses both digital and analog. The encoder and decoders are used in communication to convert the signal from one form to the another form. It converts from one form to the another form in general. Good. Encoder and decoder. Encoder is an electronic device that receives data from the sender in form of digital signal. It converts the digital signal that can be transmitted through the medium. Decoder is an electronic device that receives data from the transmission medium. It converts the encoded signal into digital form. Analog to digital, digital to analog. Encoding is the process or is the technique. Now, converting these signals to digital bits, we have different techniques. Encode karanda, we use different techniques in different way. They map the digital signals to digital bits. They are a digital encoding, Manchester encoding, Differential Manchester encoding, none return zero level, none return zero level, zero level, and none return zero invert, none return zero invert and level. මේක තමයි මේ දෙකම තියෙන්නේ. Good. So these are different techniques to map your digital signals to analog. From devices to devices, we do have a devices one by one in detail. Today's class, we also have an extended session of discussing the merit papers too. So after this classroom, the break at 10:30, we will again go with what? Our merit paper discussion, okay, using the other link. That's what you're going to go through. So let's get started. So hope you all understood what are we going to do. We're going to map the digital signals, okay, to its analog form. Good. Right. Let's get started. Here now. Okay, right. Digital encoding. It's very easy. You map your digital signal in this way. So if it's represented one, the signal is represented as high and low. So digital encoding wala, you represent your digital signal to its digital bits. Digital bits. It's like you convert the voice into text or text into voice. So how do you represent 10110100? So if it's a 1, represent like this. If it's a 0, it goes down. If it's 1, it goes up, and then another 1. Then we have a 0, and if it's a 1, it goes up, and if it's a 0, it goes down. So 1 in the sense up, 0 in the sense down. Okay, මෙහෙම තමයි represent කරන්නේ. A very simple and easy straightforward way of representing what to what? Digital signal to digital bits, or digital bits to digital signal. We call it as encoder. In Manchester coding, we represent 0 and 1. We represent 0 as low to high and 1 as high to low. Okay, like Z and S, sorry, S and Z. So if you wish to represent 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, we'll represent 0 first. 0 is high to low, high to low, high to low. And 1 is represented as low to high, low to high, low to high. So we map the zeros and 1. In this, we connect it. We connect these two, connect these two, connect it, connect it. This is how we map in Manchester encoding. These are used in televisions and remote control. Well, you know, these are used in television and remote. Well, you can find it in there. So how do you do it again, sir? Can you do it once more? In Manchester encoding, we don't use it like digital. It's a different technique. To represent 0, we use high to low, high to low, high to low. To represent 1, low to high, low to high, low to high. And now we connect it. Sang, song, swing, swing. Done. Good, understood. Manchester encoding and differential Manchester encoding. Okay, it's all about mapping it. Done. Easy. Okay, not that difficult. Podi technique එකයි තියෙන්නේ. ලස්සනට mark කරගමු. Okay, what is it? In remotes and TV, why they are not using digital encoding? Digital encoding sometimes there are some okay, drawbacks. What they use a different techniques in there. Certain manufacturers uses different their own way of representing. Certain okay, devices map in digital encoding. Certain devices map in Manchester encoding. So, එක මාරු වෙනවා time to time. So, ඒක device to device only they have it. They have their own advantage and disadvantages too. Right, understood. All good to go. Perfect. Okay, then we do have the differential Manchester encoding. In differential Manchester encoding, how do we represent one? So if you wish to represent one, it goes from low to sorry, it goes from low to high. Not much. Okay, we are learning on how to represent digital signals to digital bits. If you want to represent one, we represent from low to high or high to low in differential Manchester. In to represent, okay, if the signal is in low, it will go to high or high to low. So basically, it will go from low to high, high to low. If it's 0, it will go from low to high to low. Okay, high high to low to high. So low to low, high to low to high if it's a zero, right? Let me map and show it to you all how these bits differ and works. Right. Okay. So let's assume we have to represent the value 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, let's assume this one. Since it's starting from 0, 0 will start with always on top. So we know that 0 value will start from top in Manchester encoding. It's 0 starts from top. In differential Manchester encoding, it starts from bottom. So අපි ඒ technique එකම තමයි use කරන්න here, right? So it starts from top. We know if it starts from top, it will go down, one down, goes up and come. If it's a zero. If it's a one, see this one. High to low, low to high. The signal starts from high. It will go like this. Again, if it's a one, low again do not. It's like a button. Low again do not, it will go to high. If it's a zero, high to low to high. අර බැටන් එක දෙන විදිය. If it's another zero, high to low to high. තේරුණාද? එයා යන විදිය. So මේකම තව එකක් කරමුද? Why not? Okay, මේකම තව එකක් කරමුද? මේක පොඩ්ඩක් අර confusing type එකක් තමයි, but then why not? We'll not do another question also. We'll start with 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. If it's 1, we start from bottom. Bottom now, if it's high to low. So low to high. We start from 1, so it start from bottom. If it's 0, you start from top. If it's a 0, okay, we go from high to low to high. If it's another 0, you give the button again. If it's a 1, what do you do? If you have given in high, go to the low. So දෙන විදිය යනවා එහෙම. Understood? Clear? Yeah, යන විදිය. Awesome. Clear? So can we copy down this? Okay, නෑ මේ අනිත් එකත් කරන්න. If it's non-return zero level, high කියලා කියන්නේ මෙහෙම, low කියලා කියන්නේ මෙහෙම. It is exactly the opposite. High, 1, 0, and high. 0 is up, 1 is down. Sounds okay. Easy. Copy කරගන්න මෙන්න මේ ටික. Okay, good. People, hurry. Let's get into non-return zero invert. Okay. 1 and 0. If it's a 1 in non-return zero invert, it goes from high to low or low to high. If it's 1 or 0, it will take from high to low or low to high. But if it's a 0, it takes no voltage. It takes it as no voltage. Okay, what do you mean by no voltage? Let's take a number like this. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, in unreturn 0, if it's 1, remember it starts from top. So 1 in the sense top to bottom. Sorry, 1 in the sense, sorry, 0 in the sense it doesn't do anything, no voltage. There is no voltage at all. If it's a 1, top to bottom. If it's a 0, there is no voltage. There is no voltage. Just nothing, doesn't do anything. There is no voltage. No voltage. And when there is 1, it goes from low to high. It does opposite. Either high to low or low to high. Let's take another one. Awesome. 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, if it's a 1, it starts from bottom, low to high. If it's a 0, no voltage. If it's a 1, high to low. If it's another one, low to high. And if it's a 0, no voltage. No voltage. No changes. No change. But if it's a 1, you swap. It's a 1, you swap. If it's 1, you start from bottom. If it's a 0, you start from top. Okay, then we have an activity. Let's try it out. Okay, one high, zero low. Level one low, zero high. Manchester encoding one low to high is zero high to low. Differential Manchester encoding one low to high or high to low, zero low to high, high to low to high. In first invert, no change. Let's try to map it. We'll see. I'll give one example. One. So one in the sense high, zero. Yes, Raja. You can start like this also. If it's a zero, the signal goes down. If it's one, it goes like this. If it's a signal, it goes down. And if it's a one, it goes like this. මෙයාගේම opposite එක තමයි මෙයා. 1 0 1 0 1. Try the other two. Okay, done, understood. Beautiful. Shall we go through with this? One low to high, another one low to high, another one low to high, one low to high. If it's zero, high to low, fun tane. Zero, high to low. Now all connect the lines. Perfect. Differential Manchester encoding. How do you do? If it's a one, we have to start from where? Low. So one low to high. If it's a zero, it goes down, come back again. Okay, if it's a one, high to low. Another one, low to high. If it's a zero, low and high. And if it's a one, high to low. Non-return zero inverts. If it's a one, we have to one start from bottom, bottom to top. If it's a zero, there is no change. If it's a one, top to bottom, bottom to top. If it's a zero, there is no change. If it's a one, top to bottom. Sounds okay? Perfect. Let's do the next question also. Let's try this one. Okay, good. So let's get started. No, Raja, this session is done both physical and online students. Okay, physical students will continue from here only. Let's get started. 1, 0. If it's a 1, it goes up. 1, and then it's a 0. Not ones, two zeros. Nice, beautiful. Okay, shark. അപ്പോ വേറെതില്ല. Okay, Deepika Padukone, Saruk Khan. Okay, so 1, which is going to be high, 0 goes down, opposite. And if it's 1, it goes up again. And it goes down. Check. Okay, nothing else. If it's 1, height low to high, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Perfect. Okay, next one. Uh, differential Manchester encoding. If it's 1, we have to start from the bottom. So if it's a 0, we have to talk from top to down to bottom. And if it's a 1, high to low, and if it's a 1, low to high, if it's a 1, bottom to top, and again 1, and then high to low. It has to go through with a flow. Run return 0 invert. If it's a 0, we have to begin from high and there is no change. If it's a 1, there will be a change, and if it's a 1, there will be a change. If it's a 0, we don't see a change, and if it's a 1, we see a change. So that's how we represent all these encoding schemes. Example, MCQs 102 answers questions might be tested. එහෙමත් නැත්නම්, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් you will be able to find it in structure also. We have another 2 more homeworks in there, which you all can also try it. Let's get into transmission medium. I'll give you this introduction. Okay, under the transmission medium section. Good. Transmission medium, data and informations are called, transmitting of data and information are called as communication or transmission. Transmission. Data can be transmitted between 2 or more computers, such as printer. Data transmission need a connection between a sender and a receiver. Such connection is called as network communication. How did you start? The signal starts from top or bottom with 1 or 0. If it's 1, it starts from bottom, and if it's 0, it starts from top. Gets. A transmission is a communication between the sender and the receiver, and such connection is known as network communication. Transmitting the data is known as transmission. So when you transmit the data, we call this one as the sender and this one as the receiver. And the way the message is sent, we call it as the medium, right? Medium is the way the data will propagate. In communication, there are 2 types of medium. One, we have wired medium, and the other one we have wireless medium. Wireless, well, we have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, microwaves, we have radio waves. Wired, we have two types of wires, copper wire and fiber cables. Copper cable, there are two types, coaxial cable and twisted pair cable. I'll show you these cables in a while. Twisted pair cable, there are two types, shielded twisted pair and shielded twisted pair. Fiber optics uses light to transmit. Copper uses electricity to transmit data. Wired and wireless. Wired වලට අපි කියනවා guided medium, wireless වලට අපි කියනවා unguided medium කියලා. So again, as a summary, a transmission is a communication between the sender and the receiver. A transmission has three components: sender, receiver, and the medium. The medium is the way the data will be transmitted. In telecommunication, we have wired medium, wireless medium, guided and unguided. Okay, in guided medium, we do have copper cable and fiber cable. Copper cable, there are two types: coaxial cable and twisted pair cable, shielded and unshielded twisted pair, a cable that is being twisted. In wireless medium, we have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, microwave, and radio waves killer set of values are also there. Right? Your radio waves තමයි අපි use කරන්නේ GPS, okay, radar, navigation, 4G, 3G ඔක්කොම use කරන radio waves. Microwaves වල තමයි we will be using satellite communication. Radar උත් ගොඩක් දුරට use කරනවා. Happy, good and good. Done and dusted. Nice. Let me also show you all the different types of cables in a while. Okay, good. Better not to Raja Usman, okay, because they might be scamming and people might send you scams too. Great. Okay. Hope you'll have completed. So let's get into the next one. Here we have the differences between the different cable types and untwisted twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optics cable. Well, okay, a complete comparison එකක්. The bandwidth is the amount of data speed කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. We call it as the data rate එක. Okay, unshielded twisted pair you can go from 10 to 100 megabits per second. Same thing with a twisted pair cable. But if you go for a coaxial cable, it's a thick cable, so 10 megabits per second. Here you can go from 100 megabits per second to 1 gigabit per second. Cable length to satisfy this, you have maximum 100 meters. They won't give you this guarantee of speed. Coaxial cable, which is a little bit thick. When you take it on, this is a thin cable and this is a thick cable. Both are made using copper. Okay, both are made using copper. So here you go into a guarantee of 200 to 500 meters. But this is from 2 kilometers to 10 kilometers. You can go for it. Interference the noise or else the can have a reduction or else the damages we can say. Okay, for the signal strength damages interference rate strength rate this is a poor. Shielded is better than unshielded twisted pair. This is better than twisted pair. Best installation cost, cheap, costly than unshielded twisted pair, costly than twisted pair. This is expensive. How much you can bend the cable? You can bend it for 360 degrees, 360 degrees, 360 degrees. This is only 30 degrees. You can spin it. Security low. Here also low, high. Cable security maker. Where do we use this? Unshielded twisted pair mostly used in telephone cable, telephone lines, Ethernet, network lines, coaxial mostly antenna, and you can find it in antennas, and this is for internet. Antenna. Okay. All these uses to electricity to transmit data. This is using light. Transmission. Transmission. I'll show you the cable in a while. All right, shall we check it out with the cables? Once you'll have finished, just put a thumbs up. Completed, Kira. Okay, so let's get into these couple of cable types. Let's see. Number one, okay, first of all, as we know that there are different types of cables. First of all, we'll go with the copper cable. This is a type of a copper cable. Make it my copper cable. Copper. May copper reckon the my ayo background like a blur with but that in the portrait. Hare. Okay, so this is the copper cable we do have. Now this is a thick cable like මෙන්න මේ copper cable එක තියලා හදන cable එක තමයි මෙයාට තමයි කියන්නේ coaxial cable. බලන්න මෙයාගේ thickness එක වැඩි. So interference rate එක ගොඩාක් high. Okay, low interference rate. So you can go for a longer distance like 100 to 200, 200 to 500 meters වෙනකන් you can go up to 100 megabits per seconds. 10 megabit per second යන්න පුළුවන්. මෙයාගේම පොඩි එකක් තියෙනවා we call it as this. This is we call it as twisted pair cable. Okay, we have two types. Okay, we have twisted pair cable like this. This is this twisted pair. This is a very thin cable, thin copper. Very thin. Okay, so this one, see the thickness. May I get thin එකක් තියෙනවා, මේකේ thickness එක වැඩි. In here you have a thick copper, thin copper. This is twisted pair, this is coaxial cable. In this cable, you have cables are twisted to reduce the interference පුළුවන් තරම්. Since this is very much in light, you can transfer around 100 megabits per second, okay, for 100 meters. This is 10 megabits per second for 500 meters. So this both are same cable in the cable. We call this one as the Ethernet cable, internet cable. Both uses electricity to transmit data. Then on the other hand, we have fiber cables. Now see these cables, we can bend it. Okay, we can bend this cable 360 degrees. When we can bend it like this, you can bend it. See, you can bend it like this. Okay, but on the other hand, we do have this. Okay, we have in this way මෙන්න මේවට කියනවා අපි fiber cable. See, in fiber cables you can't bend it. You can only bend 90 degrees. In a fiber cable you have a metal rod is there, and then we have a fiberglass. පොඩි glass එකක් කියන්නේ. It used to transmit data, okay, on what, on the gladding, okay, using light. So මේක glass එකකින් reflect කරලා යනවා. So that's what we have, fiber cable here. Fiber and twisted pair cables on that side. So both cables are available for us to get it. So those are the under cable categories. Then we do have coaxial cable. This is the coaxial cable and twisted pair cable. So you'll have copied. Good. And then we'll go for an unshielded, shielded twisted pair is a copper cable which has no metal mesh, or we can say copper mesh wrapped around the cable to reduce interference, cheaper than shielded twisted pair cable, cheaper than shielded twisted pair cable. So the only thing in this unshielded twisted pair is there is no which has no copper cable which has no copper mesh, no copper mesh wrap around the table to reduce the interference, cheaper than shielded twisted pair cable. Full theory set එක තමයි තියෙන්නේ මේකේ. Good. So මේ part එක තමයි you have it. Okay, done and dusted. Let's get into the next one. We do have different types of unshielded twisted pair cables. UTP cable, like Okay, we have category cat cables, like we have cat 5, cat 7, cat 1, cat 2 kila. Category 1 kila we do have cat 4 cable, then we have cat 5 cable, and then we have cat 7 cable. These are different types of unshielded twisted pair cable. Cat 1 cable 1 megabit per second, cat 4 cable 16 megabit per second. These are for extra references. Cat 5 cable can go up to 1 GB per second, gigabit per second. Cat 7 can go up to 10 GB per second. Maximum length this is 100 meters. By default, all copper cables gets only 100 meters. Where they are used, these are like telephone cables, small tiny telephone cables, and then cat 4 mostly for Ethernet. Okay, that internet cable what use karna pe. Cat 5 is fast Ethernet. Fast Ethernet, and Cat 7 is Gigabit Ethernet. Gigabit Ethernet. So we have the rubber here. Okay, this is the conductor, the copper. And this is we call it as the rope, or else we call it as the rip cord, jacket. Pulvantaran theoristic tagga liver, then it's easy. Okay, so we don't need to drag it more. Good. Then we do have unguided medium. Non-guided medium, those are a wireless medium.
දාත අදන්නේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ පාම්බා
Okay, good. Okay, let's get into the next one. Okay, the unguided medium, we have the differences. Number one, we do have a differences between the two mediums, or else we'll take it as the microwaves, and we have the radio waves also. Electromagnetic wave, radio waves, and microwaves. These are the major two waves we use it in general. Okay. Egolangi applications, radio waves wala tamay FM, AM, cellular communication, cellular connection. Using microwaves, mostly we use it for heating, and satellite mostly we use it in there. Okay, aircraft, and most of the time we will be using in satellite communication. Frequency range, the typical frequency of radio waves will go from 300 gigahertz to 3 kilohertz. 300 megahertz to 300 kilohertz. Detectors, we can use aerial detectors. Okay, and here we can use antennas use current fluang, or you can use diodes. I can say also high, also ultra high. For the source, okay, from where it can be going through, we can go with both antennas use current pull one. Done. So these are unguided medium and its differences. Perfect. Okay, so what are the things that we learned on in today's session? We went on with encoding, okay, encoding different types, digital encoding, Manchester encoding, differential Manchester encoding, in return zero level, in return zero invert. We went on with transmission medium, wired and wireless, wired decay different types. I even showed you all. Then we have untwisted pair cables. We have different types of untwisted pair cables, Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 7, Cat 5. And then we went to the differences between radio waves too. Up next class again, we will be going through with transmission mode, impairments, noise, and error corrections. Hopefully, we have a session after this. So I will pray and come back again at 10:30. We will be going through with our merit paper discussion too. I'll be also having an extra class to cover up this lesson a little bit much more faster. Okay, so because mega loku theory session nekak mega man kochara karata danne ka podi theory section inda it will take time. I'll be also sharing the annotated PDF and the recordings in the group and respective YouTube videos. Ladana. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. See you all at 10:30 for the merit paper discussion of merit paper 3.